Strangers are everywhere. They show up at the office as a new coworker. We leave a tip for them when leaving a restaurant. We can't even walk down the street without seeing them. And every time we do, we make assumptions about them, their line of work, how they live, their personality, even their ambitions. We call these first impressions, but how accurate are they? How much can we really tell about a person when seeing them for the first time? Tonight, we will explore this mystery on First Impressions. Good evening, and welcome to First Impressions. I'm your host, Joel Kuphall. Tonight we are going to play the game of strangers, and here's how it works. On this side, we have contestant Joe Pfaff, who will try to answer correctly to questions given him about tonight's three strangers who reside on this side. The first names of tonight's strangers are Aaron, Tom, and Caleb. Now Joe has never seen nor heard of these good folks in his life, so they are indeed complete strangers to him. Tonight, he will be meeting them for the first time, and we will see whether his first impressions of them are correct. We will score points according to how many questions he answers right or wrong by setting each card with the question on the side that receives it. If he answers correctly, he receives a point on his side. But if he answers incorrectly, our three guests receive a point on their side. If he can outscore them tonight, he will have successfully won and made correct first impressions. But if not, our three mystery guests are the winners of tonight's Game of Strangers. So without further ado, Joel, let's get started. First challenge. For your first challenge, you have a chance to get acquainted with our three guests. You have the opportunity to ask one and only one question of each mystery guest here tonight. That's a total of 3 questions, and they may be on any subject. Afterwards, you must recite back to me what you have learned. Then you'll be asked questions about them. You have 30 seconds to ask all your questions, 1 to each, starting now.
Aaron.
Yes.
What kind of hobbies do you have?
What kind of hobbies do I have? One hobbies.
What is your main hobby?
My main hobby. I actually like to play ice hockey.
Ice hockey. All right. Tom, my man.
Yeah,
What is your job?
my job. At this point, I'm actually still a student.
Oh, wow. Caleb, my man. What is your favorite animal?
Oh boy, I would have to say
Question.
cats.
Cats.
All kinds of cats.
And with cats. Caleb with cats.
All right, Joe, your time has expired. Now, whether the questions he asked will help him or not, I cannot say. But throughout the show, we will have the chance to learn more about our guests as more parts of their lives are revealed. Just know that even a wrong answer may help him in the future. So, Joe, what have you learned about our three guests? Let's start with Aaron.
I know that Mr. Aaron is a hockey player. Based on that, I can maybe say he's the more assertive, maybe a little more active and stuff like that.
Hockey is a very
Mr.
active
Tom.
sport.
Mr. Tom is a student. I myself is a student, so I can relate to that. I think a lot of myself with that. I can put that in my shoes.
Okay.
And then Caleb likes cats.
Cats. Those fuzzy little critters. All right. Thank you, Joe. But now to the meat of the show. Question 1. I'm a professional bass fisherman. During the year 2013, I competed in a string of bass fishing tournaments known as the BFL Great Lakes Division. I won one of these tournaments and finished first in overall standings, earning the Angler of the Year title at the end of the season. Who am I? Kind of a tough one.
That is kind of tough. I maybe should have asked questions relevant to fishing, maybe, but...
Well, the time is now gone.
Well,
You
now
must
my time is
answer.
Yeah, but okay. We got Tom, who's a student, Caleb, the cat guy, and Aaron. Ice, skating on ice and ice fishing, I can relate those two together. I think I might go with Aaron.
To bass fishing. All right. Aaron, is he correct?
I actually do enjoy fishing quite a bit, but I'm definitely no professional, so that's incorrect.
From what I understand, you haven't done it in a while. Who is the correct answer to this question?
That would be me. I do a lot of fishing ever since I was young. I've always liked to fish and took that to another level.
Yeah, fishing tournaments.
Not fishing
All right.
cats.
You're down by one.
Catfish.
On to question 2.
Okay.
Question 2. I enjoy hunting. So far I have taken 3 white-tailed bucks. Who am I?
That's a difficult one, being that this is Wisconsin. I myself as a hunter too, am a hunter. But I know I'm basing this one a lot on looks, and I'm gonna go for Aaron again. He looks like he'd shoot a buck, maybe in the past. He looks kind of a
Looks
burly
like the
guy.
killer?
Dangerous.
Boy.
All right. Aaron.
Actually, I've never been hunting in my life.
You're killing me, Aaron.
Oh. So-
But that would be me. And, growing up in Wisconsin, it's frozen 9-10 months out of the year, so it's not much to do except hunt and go out into the wild. So
Sit in your little tree stand and wait. Until the right opportunity presents itself. But on to question 3.
This is harder than I thought.
It gets easier, I think. Last summer, I started my own business, but due to the nature of my work, I can only run it during the summer here in Wisconsin. Who am I?
I want to say Aaron again, but I feel like if I say that, that's going to be wrong because you just haven't been doing me any good airing so far.
Keep saying Aaron,
Been
you might get
unfaithful.
one right.
Yeah,
but
I guess the odds are in my favor. And now it's just that kind of chance and probability that's coming at me. But like, you all generally look like you'd own a business, though. I think I'm gonna go Aaron because I never go
Aaron again.
on a. Am I wrong? Let's see.
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
All right, Aaron. Is he correct?
I'm sorry, Joe, but
Oh.
that's not
Oh,
me
wow.
either.
one fry short of a Happy Meal.
So, who is it?
That would be me. I started my own guide business last year, and I've with the Wisconsin winters up here, it's a little hard to compete with that. Over the winter time, I hate ice fishing, so it's a summertime deal only.
Go out there, drill a hole, and freeze to death.
That's right.
All right, 3 down.
I'm,
But you can come back.
I'm sure there's one.
Question 4.
Okay.
I currently work in graphic design and have created web page layouts for several major companies throughout my career. Who am I?
That sounds like.
Tough for you today.
Yeah. That's a very creative job title, obviously, and you're a little. I'm looking at Tom. Picking Tom. I like your. You got your creative guy with your guitar string.
Guitar necklace.
His hairstyle
Yeah.
says something about that.
Creative. Guitar people can be creative. Are you creative? Is it him?
Is that your answer?
That is my answer, I guess.
Tom, is it you?
No, Joe.
Is it Aaron?
So,
Finally is me.
you got a run of bad luck.
Winning, guys.
But with there are plenty more questions, you can
Okay.
still come back.
Looks like we're on our way to Disneyland, guys.
1-0, yes.
You got a good lead here.
You guys are winning. Question 5. When I was younger, I liked to draw a lot. At the age of 16, I drew very accurate likenesses, 9 different close relatives. Who am I?
9 different clips for the drawing. Child. I mean, again, I'm looking at the creative aspect of it, and then as a child who didn't draw a lot. But I think I'm gonna go with Caleb. I'm trying to figure out poker faces now. But I don't think I'm doing any good at it.
All right. Is that your answer?
I guess. That
Caleb.
doesn't sound good.
Although I love to draw, you are wrong once again.
Yeah, not much beyond stick figures here either.
It was Aaron again, wasn't it?
You should have saved some of the guesses for
I
me
should've.
for now.
Yeah,
should've
graphic design is a very creative thing.
That's how I got my start in art.
The opposition is mounting. But you can still come back.
Okay.
But we'll leave that for a later time. Thank you, everyone. We're starting to pick up speed here, but as the pace of our show shifts, now is the point where we take a break from this room of strangers and take a quick look at the complete opposite side of all this, in the part of the show we call Lasting Impressions. Don't worry, we'll be back soon with more first impressions, as well as a special surprise question we will give last on our show. So don't miss out. Stay tuned and relax. Now with today's break of Lasting Impressions. Here are two brothers. This is Steven. And this is Ben. They've known each other for all their lives. Big surprise, right? But how well do they really know each other? Do they know each other as well as they think? Or is this merely implied? Has knowing each other for so long left them with lasting impressions? And if so, are they accurate? Let's find out. Who can hold a tune better?
I'd have to say me, actually, because Steven does sing to himself from time to time, but I've had choir training for the past 3 years.
I would have to say me, just because I've been singing a lot longer. Ben just started doing choir in the last couple years.
Who is the pickier eater?
Ben, no question, he's always been that way.
Me, definitely.
Who is the more outdoorsy?
Me, no question there either.
I love the outdoors for sunsets, for beautiful locations.
Who is the talker?
Steven.
Used to be me,
He can talk with anybody, close friend or complete stranger.
but now Ben has gotten sort of more socially comfortable, and he talks pretty much as I do, so right now it'd be dead even.
He's definitely more of the talker than me. Although, if I get onto something that I'm interested in or knowledgeable at, I can probably go on forever, much to the dismay of the people on the receiving end.
Who likes to read more?
We both like to read, but we like to read in different ways. Like, I like to do literature in the car, because a lot of time that's the only time I have free time. So books on tape are great.
Probably have to say him, because actually I can remember back when he was a lot younger, he would go through a whole line of shelves in a week.
But when I do get to read, I usually just read something through once, whereas Ben will take a book and he'll just sort of lay there and study it, and he'll come back and read the same book again and again. I see him reading the same thing for a long time.
Which of you is better looking?
Totally Ben now.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Ben is just getting his beard to where it looks really nice, and he's taking full advantage of that.
Which of you is the smartest?
I'm gonna sound really bad here, I have to say me, and that sounds totally prideful.
Steven. He's taking engineering.
Just on a lot of technological stuff. Like I like computers and electronics and all sorts of science related things.
I look at his homework and I'm like, this is a foreign language on steroids.
Do you expect to outlive your brother?
It depends. He's planning on going into the Army. He is in the Army. He's in the Army National Guard.
I would have to say yes. Just based on past history, he had appendicitis at age 5, which I'm sure doesn't bode well. And I always said that it was from all the ketchup he ate, because he's always eaten tons of ketchup.
Do I expect to outlive him? I don't really care.
Probably, I think smaller body size, I think I've heard somewhere contributes to longevity, but I'm really not sure about that. But I can think that and enjoy thinking about it, even if it's not true.
What are Ben's top 3 most despised foods?
This question does not pay dividends to how many foods I hate. Off the top of my head, cottage cheese, brown beans, and
The only one I can think of is tacos, really.
salad dressing. Disgusting.
You take it leftovers out of the fridge and it looks really not so nice until you heat it up. I would imagine those types of things he would be like, ugh.
What is Ben's greatest fear?
Dark water, sharks, bugs, especially deadly ones. In other words, spiders.
Probably that his team will make him a linebacker again this year.
What is Steven's greatest fear?
Not being invincible.
That the Dragonborn expansion for Skyrim won't be released before school break ends this Monday, because then I won't get to play it.
Most interesting, guys. All right, let's face it, that was groundbreaking. But I've got a show to run. I'll see you back on First Impressions. Welcome back to the studio. I'm your host, Joel Kuphall, with contestant Joe Pfaff, as well as these fine guests here to bring you more First Impressions. Let's just dive right in, shall we? Question 6. I've gone to Florida and Chicago for singing competitions, recorded songs in a music studio, and sung in 4 operas. Who am I?
Operas, music studios, Florida. Well, I'm doing pretty terrible so far. I guess I just need to mention that, but I feel like this is where it's my time to shine.
Could be.
It could be. I'm thinking it's either Tom or Aaron at this point.
Could be.
And then I'm going to go with Aaron. I choose you.
Again, you choose Aaron.
Again.
All right, Aaron, is he correct?
Joe, unfortunately, you're incorrect again.
The odds are not on your side.
The odds are not.
No, they're
However, that would be me. I've had a lot of music in my life. Started when I was really young. Sang in different languages such as like Latin, Italian, German. This one African language that was quite a task to learn, but it's all loved it ever since.
It's quite an endeavor.
Should pay attention to the guitar pick.
Joe, you have 6 points against you. Next question.
Yeah.
Question 7. In my spare time, I like to do thrill sports. Skydiving is my personal favorite. My highest jump so far was from 7,000 feet. Who am I?
Skydiving. I've gone skydiving once. I was
Really?
really young. Yeah. So that, I kind of want to go with Tom with that. He looks like he goes, but they all kind of do look like they've gone skydiving. But who's the
All thrill
skydivingest?
takers, okay.
Who's the sky? I'm going to go with Aaron. Again.
Aaron, is he correct?
Joe, you are
Yes!
correct.
Finally!
There's still hope.
Last. Joe, you
be,
have a point. Congratulations.
Can I hold it? Can I cherish this?
No, just leave it right there.
Oh, okay.
All right, next.
No rush like skydiving.
Yeah. Indeed. All right, question 8. I have traveled to Pittsburgh, Chicago, Louisville, Nashville, Knoxville, Atlanta, Austin, St. Louis, Cleveland, Buffalo, Washington, D.C., Orlando, Indianapolis, Detroit, Jacksonville, Charlotte, Chattanooga, and Cincinnati. You can sum up that, and I am a traveler, but who am I?
Johnny Cash.
Well, yeah, wow, all right.
I think it's Caleb because of his business. Because of business.
His guide business?
Reminds me of Johnny Cash. Guy? No, maybe not.
Johnny Cash.
Maybe not.
He'd like to be associated
I think
with
Tom.
Yeah. Tom?
Tom.
You're going to go with Tom. All right. Are you sure about that?
No, I'm not.
All right. Well, anyway, Tom, are you the correct answer?
Joe, you've gained your points here. However, not another point. I love those cities. I want to go there sometime, but I haven't been to really any of those places.
Yeah.
But
All right. Who's the correct
Caleb
one
sure
right
has.
I am
Caleb.
the correct answer.
Yeah.
here? Your first inkling, we
bad at
would say. All right, Joe, you still have a chance,
Okay.
I think. All right. Next question.
We pray.
Question 9. I have taken tutor classes on computer hacking. Who am I?
The student Tom, the young guy with computers, computer hacking, Pentagonist. That would make sense to me.
Yeah. Younger fellows,
Does it make sense to him?
more fluent with computers.
Does it make sense to you? Is it right?
Well,
Can we find out?
I can't tell you anything, but go ahead.
Tom?
Guess it. Tom?
Joe, you can add another one to your pile.
Aha.
I just kind of got curious of how it all worked and watched plenty of movies and just kind of wanted to get into other people's business. But I don't know, it interested me there. I was just curious how it all worked.
I'm gonna value this.
I'm sure that comes in a lot of use. All right, question 10. I spend nearly a quarter of the year on... He spent nearly a quarter of the year on the road, away from home. I hate cold weather and plan to move to a warmer climate someday. Who am I?
Is it Caleb? Oh, wait. Caleb, the man who traveled to Knoxville, Tennessee, Oklahoma, blah, 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 blah. The guide, away from the cold weather.
I think a good justification for choosing that, but is that your
That is my
choice?
final answer.
All right, Kale.
Yes.
Yeah!
You are correct.
Ah, 3 points. You're coming back, sir.
Judging people.
Mm-hmm. Getting the hang of this?
Yes, I am.
Good job.
Question 11. When I was 19, I took a trip to Europe and spent time in England, France, Italy, and Austria. Who am I?
A lot of traveling here. Caleb being gone for half a year, but that's all over the U.S. But who's been to Austria? And
It's a very German place, I hear.
It is. Austrian. Well,
Yeah.
this Deutsch? I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, but how about Aaron? I haven't picked you in a while.
Will the correct guest please reveal himself?
Finally, I am the correct answer.
Yeah.
Taken 3
Good
trips
job.
to Europe,
Mm-hmm.
and I've enjoyed every one of them, and I want to go back again. It's a great time.
You look like you.
Yeah, there's a lot to see over there. A lot of monuments and things. Anyway.
A lot of old buildings, old architecture.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Question 12. Of our 3 mystery guests here tonight, 2 of them play both piano and guitar. One, however, plays neither. Who's the one who plays neither?
So one
Yeah.
of you aren't talented, basically. Not that
We reworded it a little differently than
yeah,
that.
okay, I know. I'm just joking. Getting to know you. I'm gonna take Tom out of the picture because you have a guitar pick. I can't imagine why.
Yeah. He's wearing one, isn't he?
Or that could be on purpose.
Aaron, Caleb, just trolling me. Great. Caleb, do you not play guitar or piano?
You are correct.
Correct again.
I used to play the trumpet a little bit myself, but guitar and I just never really enjoyed it much. Never liked it. Never did it.
I like a good trumpet though.
I've got something to throw along with, singing. Gotta playing. You gotta be the full package.
Yeah. Indeed. All right. 5 to 7.
They should start a band.
You're close. You're very close. You're catching up. Question 13. I have been a print and on-camera model and done photo shoots for GE Healthcare. Who am I?
Tom, you're pretty.
Handsome.
Oh,
Yeah.
Call me
You got
handsome.
a slender face. I don't know, with GE, or what would GE want, I guess, is what I'm asking.
GE Healthcare?
What does it, you're like,
Straight up.
Okay, Tom.
Going with Tom. You are correct, sir. Yes. You got 6 points to 7.
Wow.
And,
Back. It's cool.
Let's hold on to our lead, guys.
boy.
And now, we come to the final challenge. Instead of the standard single point, this final one will be worth 2 if Joe is correct. But if he is incorrect, our mystery guests receive 2 points. Are you ready, Joe?
This can make it or break it.
All
Hey,
right.
guys.
Yeah, this is.
Wrong one. Here we go. Final question. Darkness falls on the studio. Joe, it appears that our esteemed guests, one of them, has a forged identity, thrives on the art of deception. All the questions he has revealed himself as the answer to are false. You get that? False.
Yeah. Wow.
The life he has claimed to live is fake. Now you must shine the light of truth on our guests and reveal him as the fraud in tonight's Game of Strangers. Who is it?
Wow. Did not see that coming. What a twist. So one of you have been lying to me the entire time.
Lying's such a harsh word.
Yeah, we try to call it fibbing. There we go.
Yeah.
Fibbing.
Fibbing. Wow.
It's worth 2 points. You can
2 points.
take the lead here.
Yeah, I can. my heart is beating so hard. I think I'm gonna stick with Aaron. I think you're the liar, the fibber.
Aaron?
Have you been deceiving me?
As the correct guess. Joel, is that your final answer?
Yes.
Joel, you are correct. And you have won
Unbelievable.
tonight's game of strangers.
Well, this blows. Come on, guys.
Aaron, would you like to tell us what you really do?
What do I really do? I'm a computer technician here in Wisconsin. I've never really done much with graphic design in my life, never been to Europe. All these things, the skydive, I've only been up in a plane a couple times. So the only mask that I wear that's real is the hockey mask.
Thank you for being here, contestant Joe Pfaff, and taking on these challenges. All right. And to you folks, thank you for watching us tonight on First Impressions. As Shakespeare once wrote, for well at once, for all and ever. I'm Joel Kuphall, your host, wishing you all the best of luck. Good night, everybody.
I know the last question.